Hi, Genki Call here with Stormcaller class trial for June 9th, 2022. As far as the class goes, I really like Stormcaller a lot. If you're using a lot of yellow, it's ideal. Because every single turn you get a light storm. Now, there is now a way to get a light storm every turn with the introduction of High Priestess Chazka, but until now, this has been the only way to have that light storm throughout your battle. Damage to a random enemy on 4+ gem matches, and allied Strix get some extra mana. Did I say mana? Life. I meant life. As for the talents, so this is one of the few classes where you can have the Chaos Storm summon a random storm on 4+ gem matches, and yet you can't use it. You literally can't. If you have it traded, it will be overwritten by the light storm every single time. At the beginning of the battle, every time it comes back to your turn, this will not work, except when you first make the 4+ gem match. If you do that and then you blow something up, you might get something out of it, but generally not. Cleanse myself on 4+ gem matches. That's a good one. Yellow allies start with 10% mana or gain 1 magic. Fairy Fire a random enemy when an ally dies. The Dust Storm, don't even try. Once again, it's not going to work. As long as you have it traded, it won't work. Gain 4 life when matching green gems or giants or yellow allies. Gain some attack. Lightning Strike is fantastic. But if you don't like that, then there's also bonus green mana from green gem matches. And then for the last one, elementals gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell is what I would normally say to go for. But if you're doing an all Strix team, then this is actually pretty nice. So as far as the class weapon, I'll come back to that. The class weapon, you can get this for free. You don't have to buy tier 5 in the shop to get this. The Thunderbird is an interesting weapon. Deal damage to an enemy. If there's a storm, deal 15 true damage to all enemies, then remove the storm, meaning that your enemies don't get a chance to take advantage of that storm. But if you're using something with a persistent storm, like Stormcaller class, you're using Magma Dragon or Tink Steam Whistle or whatever it may be, it's going to come back as soon as it comes back to your turn, and you can cast it again, do true damage, and it's not an amazing weapon, but it is an interesting weapon, I can say. But this is free. You can get this for 250 wins with the Stormcaller class. You do not have to buy tier 5 here. So as far as the battles go, I have 5 teams for you, 2 without legendaries. And then I have finished the first 3 rounds of this. I haven't bought anything in here in the shop, and right, if you complete all of the battles, don't lose any Val Ravens or lose any battles, you should be able to complete round 4 for free. So let's do the first one here. So this is the first choice for no hero. Now most of these teams, all but one of these teams, uses Stormcaller class because I still need to level it up, but you can use any class you want. You can start with something that has a 50% mana start to make it go more quickly. It's entirely up to you. Except for one team, that one is kind of important to have a different class on, but we will get to that after a while. So I need yellow, purple, brown. Hold on just a second. All right, the self here, I forgot to mention. Scatter attack or damage equal to my attack boosted by brown enemies. Look at that boost. Wow. How is that? What? Oh, the boost, that includes my armor. Okay, or my attack. Sorry. I was thinking that was from the brown enemies, and that is literally impossible. You can get an extra 40 damage if all 4 of them have brown. But yeah, that's a pretty nice amount of boost, but the reason I have 2 of them is because it's really not quite enough. And at my level, I have a really high attack, so for me this is going to be a lot more effective than for somebody that's lower level. but it's an option. It's something that does damage to all enemies, which you know I'm a big fan of. We'll go ahead and do this, and that should take care of it. Kick the kitty off my lap. There you go. All right, next team. Here we go. Again, I'm going to be using Sylph. That is not the right team. Hold on. I thought that I had copied it. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, okay, so this time we're going to concentrate on the Black Manacles doing the bulk of the damage. I would actually recommend this for somebody that's lower level rather than the Sylph because you're just not going to have enough attack to really do a ton of damage with her. Harpy Mage for mana generation, she'll also create a dust storm whenever you blow her off. So you can cast her spell, blow a bunch of stuff up, bunch of brown falls down, fills up the Black Manacles, goes to the other team, comes back, turns back into a light storm to feed the rest of the team. And Prince Azcula just is there because of his colors, basically. We're going all in on Black Manacles with this team. Bum bum, grabbing the next team. Copy. There we go. All right, so let's go. We'll just try to. I was trying to fill up the Harpy Mage here, and it did not work out. So we'll do that. There we go. All right, so we'll blow up that one. This is absolutely not cooperating at all, but that worked. Hold on, can I drop those? No, and I can take the skull hit, so we're just going to do that. And we'll finish with the Sylph. Sylph? Anyway, team number 2 for you. Now, my favorite of the 5 teams is the team with legendaries. And this one I got from Silverscale during my live stream earlier. It's a great team. So we've got a new scepter, destroy all gems of a chosen color. Basically, you want to choose whichever one has the most on the board that will help your team, hopefully yellow, but otherwise go for one of these other colors. Queen Xochi will deal damage to all enemies if there's a storm. If you're using Stormcaller, there will be. If you're not using Stormcaller, then you'll have to cast with Harpy Mage first, or choose something that has a storm. She explodes 5 gems, which is incredibly helpful. She's also a summoner, Harpy Mage to blow things up, and High Priestess Chazka does damage to all enemies. So when Silverscale gave me this team, it looked like this, but I like the Harpy Mage up a little higher, and if it gets more difficult later on, you can put Harpy Mage up here to be sure that you're getting plenty of mana for the team. At this point, I'm happy with her in the 3rd slot. So we'll do this. And then I will have 2 more teams to show you. Oops. I was trying to copy the next team and I lost it. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so basically we really want to either fill up a new scepter or the Harpy Mage first. So that's what we're going to do. And there's mostly yellow and brown on the screen. You can see that here. So we're going to click on Xochi, hope it goes for yellow. And it did, it looks like. Blow things up with Xochi. Oh, it's so nice. And finish things off with Chazka. Nice. I like this team a lot. The next team is the one I was talking about that you can't use Stormcaller with. Not if you want it to work properly. This one I really recommend Sunspear for because of Phoenicia. You've got to have the Firestorm in order to get double damage from her. She's going to be very effective, but definitely don't use Stormcaller with this one. Don't use High Priestess Chazka. Don't use anything that summons a storm. Don't use a weapon that summons a storm. This is fine. Garuda does damage to all enemies, and he summons a firestorm. So if you lose your hero, you'll still have a firestorm. That's the idea anyway. I don't like the mana gen on this particular team as much because we're really dependent upon a new scepter and Queen Xochi. But here we go. We'll take it in. I have my Sunspear maxed. But hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I was just grabbing the next team. So I need blue and brown. I could take that, but I don't want to. All right, well, I guess we're just gonna go straight for Phoenicia directly since the other ones didn't fill up properly, but we just do this and blow them all away. Oh, I love my Phoenicia. Last up, we have got another team with a mythic, and that is this one, Kitsama, with my beloved Staff of Storms, my favorite type of weapon, explode all those beautiful yellow gems from Stormcaller class. We're using all Strix, so it's just perfect for this team, except that it mana blocks Kitsama a little bit. Kitsama does scatter damage, and she loops. That's the thing about Kitsama. She's not doing a ton of damage. 75 is not much, but she loops. And then Queen Xochi, mana generation, along with Staff of Storms and damage to all enemies. And Toloka also does scatter damage, but he does triple damage if there's a storm. So again, you definitely want something with a storm here. Okie dokie, so we want to go Staff of Storms or Xochi first. And I don't have what I need. Oh, we'll just go for that. Purple, perfect. Oh, and there's plenty of yellow on the board to blow up, so we'll do that. Kapow! Wahahaha! And it gave me enchant. Awesome. Okay, normally I would cast with Xochi first because she has that beautiful explosion, but I'm gonna do this. Select a gem. I forgot. I'm removing stuff from the board. We'll take away purple. And loop. Cast again on blue this time. And loop, 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 loop. But we're just going to go ahead and do this and finish them off. All right, so if you if you use up all your sigils, don't lose any battles, and don't lose any Valravens, as I said, you should be able to finish off Tier 4, and your rewards will be 25 gems, 10,000 gold, and 50 Stormcaller experience. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!